We'll see a team looking for its first win, the Utah Utes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Utes will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Hosley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. Georgia Tech had great moments a season ago. Now to look for consistency, and to do that, Brent Key has certainly bolstered the talent on this roster.
He has, and one thing Brent Key is always preaching is physicality and dominance, especially in the trenches. So that's an area, David, I expect Georgia Tech once again to be really good.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them, their offense really evolve, and they've done a great job with...
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Powers through. Got room on the return. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rutherford. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They corral him out of bounds, mark him down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Now, we've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's King. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. On the move at the 30. Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play, but really it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around. Receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I got to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast. The angles don't work. He's too athletic. That's why you get a big game.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Bringing the heat. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hosley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Back to pass, it's King. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it in down the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We've reached the break. It's Utah holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
To the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's King. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give to the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice grab in traffic. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there at Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. He lets one fly deep. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That's caught. It's Rivers. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Andrews. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snatches it on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Utes want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. Now sliding to his left. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Andrews. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Going for it all. Touchdown, Utes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You've got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He's looking to throw. Right on the money. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
31, Utah, 20.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's in open space downfield. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got it behind the line. It's Byrne. Breaks into the open. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Yellow Jackets are threatening in the red zone. To throw, it's King. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown,
defensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out in the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Unloads it left. Got a wide open receiver. There he goes. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Dampier. On target over the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Sets up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. He'll try it again. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the punishment has been extended.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results. They're trailing by 21 to Ole Miss. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for room, it's Parker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throwing right. Already find a hole in that secondary.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Going for the big play. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is...
Takes it the other way. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Trying the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catch. Oh, it's simply an incomplete pass.
That really good coverage by the defender, you could tell, started to get towards his wide receiver, towards the sideline, saw the ball, made a nice catch, but he didn't get a toe down, just a little bit out of bounds, so close to being an interception.
That keeps the score. Georgia Tech.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Dampier. Looking downfield. Found. Make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Quarterback will keep it. Gets it past the marker. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Utes moving quickly to the line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He leaves it with his back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Utes! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
On the option. They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Number 17, set to kick it away.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. He'll take it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way...
Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. Hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Dropping back, it's Dampier. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the two-point try. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick.
Set to kick it off.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Stockton. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And that extra point carries some significance now. A field goal just ties the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week playing golf instead of in the film room. They're trailing by 28. Fun belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Dampier. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. Off and running. Past the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. He's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a 3rd.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Looking for the goal line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Dropping back, it's Dampier. On the move to his left. Touchdown, Utah! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field.
Going downfield for the big play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College.